Eternal glory to our martyrs, dear viewers. To our headlines. Martyrs' Day commemorated with patriotic zeal. Financial support to families of martyrs. China carries out anti-missile tests amid opposition to U.S. systems in South Korea. New left-wing President Gustavo Petro promises real change in Colombian election. In our domestic news, Martyrs' Day 20 June was commemorated across the country and by diaspora Eritreans with patriotic zeal. At a ceremony with limited participation, President Isaias Afwerki in the morning hours of the day laid wreaths at the Asmara Patriot Cemetery. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon hours, Eritreans all over the country, guided by the national radio and Eritrean television, observed a 1-minute silence in memory of martyrs. Likewise, yesterday, 19th June, candlelit vigil in memory of Eritrean martyrs was conducted across the country, respecting the guidelines to curb the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. About 314,000 nakfa has been distributed to families of martyrs in Tassani and Dwarba subzones in connection with 20th June, Martyrs' Day. Accordingly, government employees in Tassani subzone contributed 166,000 nakfa, members of the Information and Agitation of the 65th Division, 9,000 nakfa, Mr. Natnael Solomon, resident of Tassani Town, 5,000 nakfa, according to Mr. Tesfazgi Aghbazgi, Managing Director in the subzone. The 180,000 nakfa that was contributed was given to 36 families of martyrs. In the same vein, from January 2021 to March 2022, about 3,825,000 nakfa has been given to families of martyrs in Dwarba subzone. In related news, the Youth Workers Organization in Southern Red Sea region extended financial support to 40 families of martyrs in the subzones of Asab and Southern Denkalyam. According to reports, the Youth Workers Organization since 2020 has assumed the responsibility of supporting 40 families of martyrs. Moreover, the Youth Workers Organization in the Central Region extended 52,000 nakfa in support of 26 families of martyrs, while 50,000 nakfa contributed by nationals in Las Vegas, the U.S., was contributed to 10,000 nakfa to martyrs, 10 families of martyrs in Tiravolo area. Eritrean nationals residing in the Republic of Sudan, Ethiopia, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Israel, Kenya, Austria and Qatar commemorated Martyrs' Day with patriotic zeal. At a candlelit vigil in memory of Eritrean martyrs conducted in Sudan, Mr. Isa Ahmed Isa, Eritrean ambassador to Sudan, indicated that Martyrs' Day is a day in which Eritreans renew their pledge to implement the Martyrs' Trust. He said that supporting martyrs' families is the responsibility of every citizen. Ambassador Isa Ahmed noted that the 41 nationals that assumed the responsibility of supporting families of martyrs attests to the commitment Eritrean people have to support families of martyrs. Martyrs' Day was also commemorated with candlelit vigil in Ethiopia at the Eritrean Embassy compound in Addis Ababa on 19 June. Speaking at the occasion, Mr. Binyam Berhe, Chargé d'Affaires at the Eritrean Embassy, indicated that supporting families of martyrs is the responsibility of every citizen. He further called on nationals in Ethiopia to take initiative to support families of martyrs. Likewise, nationals in Jeddah and Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, commemorated Martyrs' Day with patriotic zeal on 19 June. At the event in Jeddah, Mr. Muhammad Ali Muhammad Saeed, head of public and community affairs at the Eritrean Embassy, said that the colorful commemoration of Martyrs' Day attests to the respect and honor the Eritrean people have towards their martyrs. At the occasion, a number of nationals pledged to take responsibility of supporting 91 families of martyrs. Similarly, at the ceremony organized in Jeddah, the nationals contributed 116,141 Saudi riyals to augment the Martyrs Trust Fund and pledged to take responsibility to support 29 families of martyrs. The Eritrean community in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, also commemorated Martyrs' Day with candlelit vigil and contributed 13,560 dirham towards the Martyrs Trust Fund. At a ceremony organized by the Eritrean Embassy in Qatar, Mr. Ali Ibrahim, Eritrean ambassador to Qatar, said that the Eritrean people commemorate Martyrs' Day with pride. He called for transferring the noble value to the young generation. At the event, the nationals contributed 23,000 rials to augment the Martyrs Trust Fund and assumed the responsibility to support 13 families of martyrs. In the same vein, Eritrean nationals in Israel contributed $15,250 in connection with Martyrs' Day. Nationals in Kenya and Austria also commemorated 20 June, Martyrs' Day, with patriotic zeal. Those are domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after the short break. China carried out a test of ground-based mid-course anti-missile intercept technology that achieved its expected purpose, the Defense Ministry in Beijing has said, describing it as defensive and not aimed at any country. Beijing has tested missile interceptors before. The most recent previous public announcement of a test was in February of 2021, and before that in 2018. China has been ramping up research into all sorts of missiles, from those that can destroy satellites in space to advanced nuclear-tipped ballistic missiles, as part of a modernization overseen by President Xi Jinping. China, along with its ally Russia, has repeatedly expressed opposition to the U.S. deployment of the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense THAAD anti-missile system in South Korea. China argued the equipment's powerful radar could penetrate into its territory. China and Russia have also held simulated anti-missile drills. In 2016, the Defense Ministry confirmed it was pressing ahead with anti-missile system tests after pictures appeared on state television. Beijing says such technology is needed for national defense and security. Colombians have elected their first left-wing president, a former rebel and senator who succeeded at the third attempt in winning office. The final court gave Gustavo Petro 50.4% of votes cast. Rodolfo Hernandez, a 77-year-old property developer, received 47.3%. The vote was held amid widespread discontent about problems including inflation, inequality, and crime, and a rejection of the political status quo. We are writing history, a new history for Colombia. What is coming is a real change, Petro told his ecstatic supporters in the capital Bogota in his first speech as president-elect. His campaign has focused on an economic system which he describes as broken, serving only the rich and fueling poverty. He pledged to battle inequality. A quick recap of tonight's headlines. Martyrs' Day commemorated with patriotic zeal. Financial support to families of martyrs. China carries out anti-missile tests amid opposition to U.S. systems in South Korea. New left-wing President Gustavo Petro promises real change in Colombian election. That was our news for tonight, dear viewers. Eternal glory to our martyrs.